It's a pleasure to talk about AI literacy in the political landscape in Germany. Yeah, we are talking about a federal state, so I think it's applicable to all or lots of other federal states. What's going on, like AI driven policies and frameworks as well. Just a few words about myself. As I said, I'm Mike Bernd. I'm head of content in the research and development project AI Campus, which is funded by the Federal Ministry of Education and Research in Germany. We started back in 2019, at the end of 2019, which was basically the starting point of the AI strategy of the federal German government. So in 2018, I came back from China. I worked there for 5 years at the university, and they were, I think, about 9 years earlier than us, which was pretty interesting to me to see that it was just starting. And of course, I was curious to immediately start in the project, and we built up a learning platform for the government funded by the ministry, which at the first stage, just have online courses, videos, and podcasts. What's really interesting is, like in the context of AI awareness or AI literacy, that we said we kind of need to flood the market with learning formats, non-formal or formal learning formats, that people can use it, people can get curious about it, and it should be free and openly licensed, so everyone can have access to it. And we immediately started build learning journeys for beginners to advanced. So we started with AI literacy, and it goes up really to automated machine learning, where you can do coding and everything. And for us, it was kind of imperative to do high quality, to build high quality content from German higher education institutions and initiatives and companies for the German society. So just a few words who the AI Campus is. So it's the Stifterverband where I used to work, and we are kind of coordinating the things like this and developing the learning design. So we are not the AI experts. The AI experts are basically our application partners who create content and at the same time try to bring it into their own curricula. So for example, we have the Charité University Medicine, where we specifically try to bring our content into the area of, or the field of health, and or the distant teaching University of Hagen, the Humboldt University Berlin. They are working pretty closely with us to bring it into their formal curricula. But it's not just them, because we said we want to kind of reach the entire German society. So we built up in the last 4 years a kind of broad network. So you see, like the dark green partners, they are mostly higher education institutions, universities, who are producing content for us, like online courses. It can also be podcasts, as I said, and bring it into their own institution, into the entire institution, not just into certain fields. So this was pretty important to us. And in the last 4 years, we really worked on creating frameworks where we can build on learning journeys, learning pathways, like with an low entrance level up to code literacy and coding skills. So basically, these are kind of our format types. Yeah, so we are pretty active in social media as well. So we try really to reach the people where they are, what they use. It doesn't matter if it's TikTok, it doesn't matter if it's YouTube, it doesn't matter if it's LinkedIn. So we try to start off with really like basic information and knowledge transfer to get people curious about data and AI. And the next step is really like the skills or competence development, where we have MOOCs, We now have more and more blended learning formats as well. So we also have hubs. I will talk about it in a few minutes, where we really have workshop and stuff like that about prompting, about basic coding and stuff like that to really bring it in the broad society in Germany. And of course, we also try to certify it in some sort of way when it's integrated in higher education institutions. Of course, you get your ECTS, your credits, but also like in further education programs, for example, also for practitioners who can do their further education online course and get credits and learn more and more about AI. And this just that you see it, so they see like in the educational sector, we try really to be everywhere where we talk about formal education. We try to start in schools where not that much is happening in Germany so far, which I have to say sadly. And as you see, when it comes to AI content, we start with data and AI literacy, whatever that means. We have lots of frameworks in Germany at the moment, which are being in use in the different federal states. And then we focus more on the state-of-the-art AI when it comes to machine learning. And of course, like since last year, we do a lot about chatbots and virtual assistants. So and what we are doing with the AI campus is really close to what kind of the German federal government wants with the AI strategy, which I said, which started at the end of 2019, that every citizen in Germany should be well informed about the importance of AI and the opportunities and challenges it presents to break down prejudices and demystify AI. That's very general, what they were stating, but they were starting with this, funding like certain projects, and the AI campus was one of the biggest ones. And if we're having just a close look at this, it's basically like a TrainDL interactive policy monitor, which kind of shows based on DigiComp from the EU and the dark stool triangle that we are really in this entrance level with the AI strategy of the federal government. It's a broad outreach, and when we are talking with the ministry, it's always talking about a vision of an AI competent society. Again, a very general term, but this is kind of what we try to do with our portfolio. So it kind of reflects this approach with lots of entrance courses. I think like 70% of our portfolio are really like beginners courses, which is according to the AI strategy. So this is the overarching strategy, and then we have like in all of our federal states, there are now very different federal state strategies going on, and there you see when you are looking at the parameters again, that it's kind of different when we are comparing like two federal states. Yeah, so the biggest federal state of Germany, North Rhine-Westphalia, NRW, they aim a bit higher, and it would be interesting to say that's cool because it builds on the AI strategy of the federal government, but it really doesn't, as it works with different frameworks, as it focuses different target groups. So we have lots of focus on engineering, hardly on schools. It's said in their strategy paper, but we don't see this so far. And then we have the artificial intelligence strategy of a northern federal state, Schleswig-Holstein. There you see they even going up when it comes to application skills, for example, or social skills, and even technical skills. But again, they are focusing different fields. They have a stronger focus, for example, on medical applications, where they're doing a lot, or business administration as well, and also law. So we see we have different focuses where they are going in different direction, and the general problem is there is hardly any aligning when we talk about this. So basically all of the project in the federal states, they have different funding schemes and stuff like that, and they are going all in different direction. And if you see There are quite some different AI frameworks, competence frameworks, which are being used, like the upper one, for example, it's out of the AI campus ecosystem, for example. It kind of connects like future skills with AI skills, so it's kind of a more holistic approach. And down there, it's like from a huge foundation in Germany, from the Bertelsmann Foundation. It goes more into data and AI skills, but with a focus on the public sector. So you see, like, everyone is kind of doing their own thing without any aligning at all. So and there we kind of try to work on with the AI campus as well. So we have limited resources, but this is what we try, as I said in the beginning, with our so-called AI campus hubs. So we really started now in 3 different federal states, like in Baden-Württemberg, where lots going on when it comes to AI. So there it's interesting that we have basically huge foundation money coming in, and not that much from the state. Like even we are funded in parts over there as well. So we are sitting in the Innovation Park AI, and we try to bring our standards like into the ecosystem, see what's happening there, and bring the learning back into our project on basically state level, and bring it into other federal states. So we are doing this as a pilot in 3 states, in Berlin, where our head office is, as I said, in the regional in the Innovation Park AI in Baden-Württemberg, and in Nordrhein-Westfalen as well. So we try to bring it all together, but the challenges are huge, and there are basically no final solutions, because there are no clear, for example, when we have fundings that the state funding say there should be, for example, learning should be open, for example, it should be openly licensed. There should be like certain frameworks be used when it comes to the development of learning opportunities or lectures or something. So basically everyone is doing their own thing, and this is what we try to work on, like at least until 2030, and create even more hubs. But the thing is, there are so many higher education institutions, and we are not talking about schools then. And we even have the problem that in the city of Berlin, with 3 universities, everyone is doing kind of his own thing. So it's really an alignment problem we try to solve.